All right, so the Chicago Bears originally started in Decatur, Illinois, as the Decatur Staleys. And in 1925, they moved from Decatur to Chicago and became the Chicago Staleys for 1 year before they changed their name to the name that we all recognize, the Chicago Bears. So the organization has been in existence for 107 years. I thought my math was off because last week, if you remember, the Green Bay Packers' first year was 1921. And I'm like, wait a minute, how are they in existence for 105 years and the Bears for 107? But there was 1 year that the Packers didn't play. I don't know whether it was due to World War II or what became of them, but I know that they took 1 year off. The Bears have won 809 career games. Remember last week, the Packers lead the division with 819. So those two organizations have been around for about the same number of times and both have approximate same number of wins. The Bears are 18 and 12. I'm sorry, 18 and 21 in the playoffs. And I made a mistake with my math last week. I wonder if anybody caught that. I said that the Packers had been to the playoffs 28 times. And the week before that, we saw that the Minnesota Vikings had been 31 times and the Lions 9 times since the beginning of the Super Bowl. One thing that I missed was there were 10 championships that the Packers had that would not have counted in a playoff loss. It was easy to calculate how many times the Vikings and the Lions have been to the playoffs because they've never won a championship. But I noticed I missed that when I was looking at the Bears. So the Bears have actually made the playoffs 31 times. They've won one Super Bowl. They've played in the Super Bowl another time, and they won 9 NFL championships. The winningest coach, like the Packers with Curly Lambeau, was the original owner of the Bears, the great Papa Bear, George Halas, with 324 wins. The all-time leading passer for the Bears is Jay Cutler with 23,000 yards. Sad looking at those quarterbacks. The all-time leading rusher is one of the greatest football players in the history of the NFL, definitely the greatest Bear of all times, Mr. Walter Payton, with over 16,000 yards and 110 touchdowns. Johnny Morris is the the leading receiver all time, a guy who I never saw play, and that number is actually wrong. It's not 356. I think it's 3560 is what that number should be. And then Robbie Gould is the all-time leading scorer for the team, the all-time leader in points with over 1,200. My biggest memory of Robbie Gould is missing a couple of game-winning field goals in playoffs, and I'm not taking that back on them, man. We're getting on the Bears today. So their greatest kicker at all time actually missed a couple of field goals that prevented them from advancing in the playoffs. So that is the history of the Chicago Bears. Your thoughts on the Bears and your thoughts on your memories of the history of the Chicago Bears?